Alright, so that's what we're going to be working on today. Something a little different, a little mysterious, a little odd. I was looking over some of the stuff we've been doing recently, and I think there was some good variation in it, but I thought doing something even more sort of different than what we've done would be good. So this is kind of what I came up with. Let's take a listen to it again. So it's opening with this sort of B pedal and low strings here. So we got this like Celeste figure. We're doing a lot of sort of chromatic movement, not a lot of really diatonic in scale stuff. Kind of trying to kind of keep all the harmonic environment unsettled. Little trumpety thing here, little alien reference maybe, little alien homage, I guess. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing is it's a little bare at the opening. So it's sounding good, but I think we could use some high strings. Also, I know there's a key switch missing here. Let me fix that, actually. The key switch for that is this one? No, this one. Cool. Makes the score a little cleaner to wait to do the key switch. And since I knew I was going to be starting with the score here, I thought I would do that. Let's I think we're going to start with some BBC stuff here. Let's maybe consort something like a. I don't want it to be too diminished. Ski Trip was good. Ski Trip was good. Went to Keystone. It was yeah, it was nice. Oh, can't go up there. Can't go up there. You know what? Maybe we want like a more exotic sort of tone color here. Like a. Trill maybe. Yeah, you definitely have to be close to the. Let's try long harmonics. Why is that not on a key switch? Oh, it is. I think maybe what we could do is maybe like a. That's pretty good. I like that. Let's try that. So it doesn't match with that Celeste right now, but we're gonna fix that here. Also, we want it to start at the right spot. Yeah, it was nice. Did not actually end up staying much past 1 p.m. because, you know, you get tired, but it was lovely. Let's do this. Let's give this some motion. Let's. Like that, maybe? fix that incredibly loud note in the Celeste there. Guessing it's the U. So they kind of go to a... What is that? Oh, they go to like an F minor chord there? Okay, so we could go... We could leave this F going through here. Actually, this would be better there. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Suitcase? Hope everybody doesn't mind. I'm gonna be putting the chat on the video now because I just like popped open. I was publishing something to one of the streams to YouTube, and I noticed that when I talk to the chat, it's a little weird unless you can actually see what I'm responding to sometimes. I think we can't lose this note completely, but what we could do is go down to here. Yeah, there we go. But now we might not want that little sparkly synth thing that happens. Oh, wow, that's suddenly loud. You know, I don't think I have a key switch in here either. Let's fix that right now. These are supposed to be long harms, which I think is this? No. This. Okay, let me just get that written in. There we go. That way, if we change it later, we don't come back and suddenly have trilled notes here. Or Bartok pits or something. I think here at measure 11, we're going to need to have some sort of F minor chord happening. Let's pull these up. What do we got for I'm going to never mind. We'll just have it be sustains. Go away. Didn't mean to do you. Thank you. Okay. Where was the F minor chord? Is it 11? That's right. So probably something down here like... It did. It did, Suitcase. It did come through. It did come through. And hi, by the way. Maybe like that. Actually, no, it's too short for that. And really, it should be across 2 measures anyway, so that's easy. That might actually solve our problem. Yeah. Probably what we're going to want is like something more like that. Because we want it to kind of sneak in hit the top and then kind of leave. That probably would be better. I don't like that one's first synth sparkle that happens there. That one's fine. There we go. Okay, let's fix a few things these trumpets. As you can see, I hand recorded these with all the hand dynamics and stuff, which I almost never do, but I had to save some time here. The reason I don't is that they're a pain to work with later, but I think we'll be okay. They're a little over the top, I think. They just need to come down. Fortunately, that's easy to do. They're just sitting on top of the mix a bit. No, didn't want to do that, but actually, I ended up sounding better. Let's try this. This trumpet 2 is actually the top because I like the tone color of it. Not loving that. Needs to just sneak in a little more. There we go. And it needs to kind of fade out. Let's have it hang over the bar just a tiny bit. Maybe one beat. Have them just go away. Like that, maybe? They could actually go the whole bar. I thought they might end up doing that. I actually really hate that. On second thought, it's awful. On second thought, it's terrible. Because it changes tonality there. It changes from G major. We could do another... Can the horn save us here a little? Actually, let's grab this exact thing. Where is that? And instead of F minor, maybe they could just do a little B minor here. Not sure why my strings didn't play back that time. That's cool. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Yeah, that's a little smoother. I think we're going to bring back these high... Of course, it'd be nice if you could hear them. Here at 25. Cool. And actually, really, those could go all the way to the end. See, and this is why I normally don't do this. I want to change this. Oh, it's such a pain to go in and deal with all like a million dots. I wish you, and this maybe, I mean, maybe somebody knows. If I go through and like, could I grab this and like convert it into like a Bezier curve or something? That would be super nice. Or a series of them. Good, and now we're gonna have this theme in the strings, I think. All right. So our theme is dun 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 dun. Cool. Who's gonna sound good on that? I think let's stick with BBC today. It's gonna be incredibly quiet. And by quiet I mean just off, just silent. And that's actually good because we'll just do this. We'll be a little lazy for just a minute. Let me zoom this out. Ah! There we go. And make sure this does not hang over. In fact, this should probably stop like, oops, not that, that one. Like right there. We could like kind of like have a nice. Perfect. For our second violins, let's do LCBBC. The key switch will function. Yeah, I hate recording controllers on like faders and stuff. I know I'm in the minority there, but I cannot stand it. It drives me nuts. This is so nice and clean and pretty and easy to deal with. This, less so. And those two chords are going to be, and we're going to just do the horns on this again, just so we got some stuff happening. It's going to be... So B, fully diminished to B major, which I think is kind of a cool sound. I like the way in the B major, or B diminished, this is B diminished 6/4. So we got the, here, hold on. B diminished 6/4. So F, B, D. To go to B major, you just move this one and this one. It's just so lovely. So nice. So nice. And you'll notice I'm being a little bit lazy today by just kind of doing block chords today. I actually might want this on the horn 2 sample anyway. I think we're gonna want like that. Cool. Yeah, that sounds not super full right now because we still haven't done the rest of the strings, but let's do that. So cello, I think, are gonna do a nice little like maybe like so normally what I would do is something like yeah, that's an interesting quandary. I like to do my cello as big, you know, these big like yada yada. Like normally if I was doing B major, I would or something. But we've got to go. Yeah, that would be okay. Yeah, that's nice. Or that will be nice once we get there. Let's just join that region so we can see where everything is. We probably want this to land like there, but we probably want the top of the phrase to be the top of the little arpeggio here. Let's do the same thing in modulation. And actually, this one might be able to. We might be able to get away with something like this. Yeah, that's not too bad. Once we add the big long basses down here, I think. I'm tempted to like try to do a scordatura sort of deal, but we won't. Because like I need a half step. I could probably do a scordatura, but oh well. I could also just transpose everything, but then I'd have to think in C diminished, which is not my favorite thing to do. With some violas on top to fill out these chords, it's gonna, I think, be real nice. Plus, we'll fill out the brass chords even more. Let's do a quick, just hear what this sounds like. Same general dynamic curve where we kind of have a little crest in the middle there, kind of come down and then finish it out. Yeah, and then let's fill out the chord. I guess we'll stick with BBC. I really like BBC. It's real nice. It's real easy to use. It's it really what's the word I'm searching for? It really it kind of sucks you in, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Terribly. Is that what we should do? I don't know. Let's find out. In fact, let's grab... Hold on just a minute. Oops. Helps if you paste onto the correct track in general. I can't find my BBC. There. This is gonna look dumb on the score because for reasons, but I don't want to get too in the way of that. Actually, I think we might be able to get away with that. There might be too many thirds in there, actually. I think I liked it the other way, but I think that's okay. Let's add other brass, so some bones. Just to mix it up, let's add... Actually, let's do tuba. Alright. Make sure we wait. Gotta wait. Gotta wait for JXL to load. Let's see if it crashes. Oh, it doesn't. How nice of it. Nice B here. Probably put some timpani on the hit there. Maybe like a little swell, a little sim swell or something in there. Sorry if you can hear whatever's happening outside here. Yeah, it's good. What did we do? We kind of went like this, didn't we, in the last one? Hi, JXL. How are you today? I don't need you to be nearly that loud. Cool. Let's see how that's sounding in context. Let's just do a quick gut check here. Obviously, there needs to be a lot of more tempo ramps and stuff. Like, there should be a writ into 13. Or if we can do another one of these. Writ here between these two block chord things. Cool. That sounded good. I don't know why we didn't hear that first. Oh, because this key switch is wrong. Yeah, see our key switch is also wrong here. I gotta grab this one from over here. Hold on, just give me a second to fix this so that we don't. Yeah. Look, there's that underneath everything. Sounds so good. Cool. What's the next phrase? Because we'll actually keep going. We want this to be nice and lush. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Now we're sounding a little too alien. Maybe we'll change that. That's actually directly out of melee. Well, we'll keep those chords then, but change the melody there a little bit. But with the chords, I don't think it's quite nearly as similar. It's by itself, it feels similar, too similar. But well, let's do what let's keep with this idea and see where it goes. So we went. Just gotta keep track. So we were way up here. We went. So then the next phrase would be. Cool. Adding chords. Horns, just so that I can remember what the chords are. I need to fill out this brass a little more, some bones, but we'll get there in a second. What are the chords here? It's that's another B chord, isn't it? What is that? It's a B chord, right? Oh, it's a B augmented. Ah. So we just went yeah, that's gonna be a nice little B augmented. Or G augmented, since they're the same thing. Is it E major? I guessed. I don't think it is. I think it sounds too pretty. Oh, that's right. It's F. Oh, that's right. It's not E major. It's Hold on. I gotta re-record that. It's D flat major. So B augmented to D flat. I like the sun coming out. I like that. Nice little harmony. If I do say so myself. I think I could just kind of generally do one of these. I might hang that over. So originally when I did the melody, I went. And actually, you know what? I like that a lot better. We're getting there slowly. So this will hold over to give it some syncopation. Yeah. Record the second violin. Nice. Glad you're liking it. Yeah, me too. I think this is good. This is a nice little change from what I normally do. Okay, cool. Let's fill in the bottom stuff down here. Hello, basses. How are you? Obviously, that needs a little bit of tweaking here. Probably not even like that. Probably, well. Maybe like this. missing that lovely ya da da da. So yes. Chili arpeggios are just the nicest thing. It's, and you know where that comes from for me. My tendency to do that is my tendency to do that in my piano harmonies. So that's where that comes from for me. Right. The basses are still a little loud. Okay, so see, we did this. We kind of came up here, but we should not have come up this high. Give this a little bit of a bump. Or a low, or a... I actually think that could go even more dramatically down. Hey, the trash company is here. Hopefully that's not too loud. I have my window open because it's so nice outside today. Yeah. There's something happening outside with that trash truck. Woo! Oh, when the arm goes out to pick up the thing, it's like going. Okay, so we're on B minor or B augmented. So we could do like a. Yeah, let's do that. God, so nice to fill this stuff out. At first, it sounds all weird, but then it gradually just kind of comes together. It's really nice. It's very satisfying, in my opinion. Same idea, kind of maybe swell a little into that, but then kind of. Please get rid of this. Thank you. All right, let's do the tuba, then we'll do our bones here. Now we have to be careful because this is a JXL tuba. It's very easy to overdo it, but I do think we can maybe have it come out a little. Let's see. That's going to be, I think, too much. But... oh. Is it doing that one? Yeah. That's fine. I want it to be low. I don't have it on sustains. I have it on legato. Very nice. All right. Trombones. Let's try. Well, let's do bass trombone doubling tuba to start. That's always a good. Nope, don't want bass trombones from BBCs. Thank you. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. Yeah, these ones. These might be a little much. And what I think we're going to do is end up moving those up an octave for the lower half of the trombones. Let's just try it. Let's try it. Perfect. Let me just do a quick little bit of template hygiene here. Project hygiene, and make sure everything's named and colored the correct organizational by its organizational schema here. All right, so this is probably just gonna be fifths, right? Yeah. The first one is diminished, so it's gonna be, yeah. I just want to hear that in isolation, make sure that it sounds like what I want it to. Just our big chunky brass chords. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'd probably, if I was writing it out, I would do it a little differently, but I think it's gonna sound good here. Yeah, and let's keep going. What's the next phrase? Dun, dun, F A F A. Is there a way to make that? Yeah, let's do it. Let's try that. Oh wow, they have their portamento set to like almost no velocity. So that sounds, I like that now. I can almost guarantee you that by the time we are done, I'm going to be super annoyed by it and we'll change it back. Yes. Except for on time. Let's make everything be on time and then we'll just scoot it over. Cool. And then we just gotta fix its dynamics here. Notice how we've kept a real flat line here. We need to fix that. This will probably come down in volume. Then I think this is a pretty easy set of points. And this will give our celli an opportunity to do something other than this stuff that they've been doing. Maybe like yeah. I mean, bring their dynamics in here. Laggy, laggy, laggy. Something like this. Kind of the opposite of those. Wow, those get... We'll get that in a second. Let's do violas. Wow, that's too close. They should probably do this, actually. We're gonna need to put a key switch in to fix it, but they can just double that. Or actually, you know what they can double? This actually might, there might be too much crosstalk if I do this, but I want to see what happens. I just want to experiment with this idea. It's actually okay. I actually really like it. Cool. And then bass is easy. Maybe not quite like that. I like the bottom kind of dropping out here. I'm already sick of the portamento. I'm gonna bring it back later, maybe. But when you hear it over and over again. Hey, how's it going, Carson? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. What is going on here? Oh, these are not joined. What I would love to do. What I would love to do is just have these cut off a little bit less. And then just bring this in at a much, much lower volume. Hello, basses. How are you? I know this is like in a part of your range where everything sings, but maybe less. Cool. Good, and that gives us a little way to step down. And I know right now the transitions are a little awkward. We'll fix that in just a second. Now I can do this thing. What is that? It's supposed to be... I think we're gonna need to not be lazy with the horns here. question. Something like the BBC Symphony Orchestra plugin. How can I get my strings more tremolo? Would it just be some kind of sidechain automation? You mean like in the tremolo patch? Like, I just need a little bit more detail on what you mean by more tremolo. Do you mean more? I mean, yeah. If you could give me just a little bit more on what you mean by more tremolo, we could definitely maybe come up with something. I mean, obviously they have a tremolo. Oh, let me go. Where's my violin? Yep. I mean, they have trills and tremolo. Yeah. So the way I would do that, and this is just my way, it's not necessarily the best way, is I bet you, well, we'll come back. We can fix this easily. Instead of using like mix one like I do because I'm lazy, I bet you there's more of it in the close. I would be willing to bet $100 that it sounds more. A lot. See how you get more of it? Like the... That's what I would start with. Anything that's close. So the close wides have more. I can hear it in the balcony, of course. That's how I would start. Maybe even the mono. Ooh! That's pretty good. It's got all sorts of weird bugs, but that's how I would do it. The other thing I would do, I would not use like sidechaining. I would just mix it with maybe another string library if that's still not enough. But yeah, tremolo is a real detail-oriented idea. So let me turn all those mics off. So it kind of like it comes from the actual like physical things that are happening real close. So that's what I would start with. Remember that if you're using mix one like I do, because Jake Jackson is better at mixing than I am, he's using all these mics, so you're gonna need to probably drop your mix one and make your own mix to bring that out. And then if that's not enough, I would layer it with find another library that has a more detailed tremolo or has a little bit more of it being a little more pronounced. That would be my suggestion. One of the reasons you probably don't see it very much in BBC or hear it as much, it's easy for it to kind of like fade. I know what you're talking about. It's like sometimes you put in the tremolo and it's all in the background when it's in dense orchestration. You can't really hear it. One of the reasons it's like that is that in a more sort of raw orchestral setting, that kind of tends to be what happens. If you listen to like go like pull up a Mahler symphony and like look at the score and listen to like any recording of it, and you'll notice that tends to happen in real life too, and especially with concert musicians, because they tend to sort of try to shave off the real rough edges of things. Like they don't want their tremolo to like sound really soupçon, so they kind of do a really pretty tremolo, and that so they don't have that really aggressive tremolo that you get in like film scores where they're like sawing away, because it's just like in concert music you don't typically have that sound. Typically, I'm not saying you never have that sound. Sometimes, like if you're doing especially like 20th century music, you might want that. And that's one of the things about, and sort of this is actually a good chance for me to just like kind of blather a little bit. One of the things I see a lot of people complain about in BBC CSO, and I'm not saying that you're doing that, Carson. Carson is they complain that it doesn't sound filmic or cinematic in some way. For example, they'll complain about the brass not having enough of that really brassy, really top like quadruple F dynamic, or like trems don't get tremolo enough, or that like the shorts are a little weak or strange. And almost every time I hear someone talking about that, the specific thing they're talking about, I'm like, yeah, it's because in concert music, when you're performing like Mozart, you generally don't want to have those like super biting, aggressive um, sounds, right? Those really, really kind of raw sounds. You don't really want to have those in concert music. You want it to be very elegant and nice and shaped off and controlled. And because BBCSO is sampled from an actual concert library, um, that's why you get that. Like that's just the way that those musicians play. That's just the way that that's done. And it's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. And it's just important to like, I guess the big takeaway from that is that like, um, oh yeah, and no, nothing wrong with, by the way, with going in and messing with mics to get that sound if it's not quite there for you. That's not what I'm saying. I know that's not, you're not saying that I'm saying it anyway. Um, Nothing wrong with that. It's just important to understand where libraries are coming from. BBCSO is coming from a concert classical classical. I really hate the overuse of this word, classical setting, and so you're not getting that. If you want triple F brass, you're gonna have to buy something like JXL, where they have gone in and specifically worked on that. Those like upper two dynamic layers are just super detailed and super present and awesome. I would hate to use JXL to try to like render out something that sounded almost Mozartian, right? Because it would be too much. Likewise, if I was doing trailer music, I would not use BBC. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I hate because classical, like the word classical means something. It's like it's a period of music history, right? And people call everything that's concert music classical, and it just drives me insane. I used to teach music history, so that really like just like grinds my gears. I love BBC strings. I love them so much. They're so good. They're so good. All right. I just want to hear this all in context. Yeah, and like orchestral slash ambient stuff. Like BBC probably has a lot of really cool textures to offer that you wouldn't get in something like a Metropolis Arc necessarily. I haven't used a lot of Metropolis Arc, but I don't think it's super renowned for its like really detailed flautandos, for example. Yeah, I would think BBC would be great for that. Yeah. So let's do some tempo rides. Let's just do these right now because it's gonna bug me if we don't have them. It's every time I hear 11 through 14 here, it's or 11 through 13, it's bugging me. We definitely want to have this idea. I love BBC. I think it's one of my favorite libraries that I own. Yeah. Actually, that could be even more. Even more. We could drop to like 20. There's still too much like attack articulation on that trumpet, on the high trumpet. Way too much. I think a great deal of it can be mitigated by doing this. God, I hate it when this is why I never do this. This is probably the first time I've ever done this on stream. Recorded in my controllers like this. It just drives me up the wall. That sounds like it's being faded, which it is. We're so close. We're so close. Maybe like 2. Yeah, I've actually Traveling Halo has been here for some of it. So yeah. Why does that sound bad? Because it doesn't have a key switch. That's why it sounds bad. So it's using the long. BioShock. I've played BioShock, but I don't remember the score of it. And here's where I have to put in the disclaimer, not because the score is bad, just because it's been a while. I'm always constantly worried that like I'm gonna say something about music in a game and like some composer somewhere is gonna be super offended. Alright, let's do a timpani roll to that. Timpani roll, timpani roll. Let's do Spitfire. Joy. What do you think? 2 measures? Let's try it. TW. Here we go. I almost feel like we could do a little sub hit there too. I abuse this technique far too often, but it just sounds so nice sometimes. So it starts on 30. Okay. I know that sounds overly sound designed at the moment, but I think once we put some high cymbals on it, it'll actually work. Let's find out though. Certainly if we lower to the mix. Cymbals. I get a crush cymbal. Sure, let's try that one. Actually, let's do that one. Okay. So that was awful. Or sounded awful. But it's going to work. I think. Just a little bit louder. Make sure all of our key switches are functioning properly. Yes. Okay. I just want to... I actually hate this. What about... Let's try that. A little splashier. I hate the sub. I hate it. That's awesome. Because I do that too often, so it's good to be able to take it out. Why does that sound like terrible? Why does that sound so bad? I mean, maybe we could do like a bass drum roll or something? I don't know. Why does it sound so early, too? These are quantized, right? Oh, because I did this. That's why. Stupid me. And actually, just straight up like that. Actually, you know what? We don't need a symbol. You know what? I don't even want this. I don't want that either. I think it was working fine, and I broke it. Maybe. I don't know. That sounds weird. Let's figure out. Okay. There's a couple of things that I don't like. As usual, I think we need to work the releases. Oh, really? I don't have control over releases and Auto. I guess that makes sense, but still, it's sad. And let's phrase this. For the love of Pete. This needs to be phrased. How would I phrase this? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I would do like a this maybe. The problem is it has to be pretty loud at the beginning. And then what we could do is like maybe like this. And what if that got really quiet right there? And this should connect. I'm going to be a serial legato overuser here. And then that can kind of gently do that sort of a deal. Maybe some kind of impactor drum that doesn't destroy the mix but sits under it. Yeah, maybe. I think the problem is that the programming at the moment is I was being too give me just a second. I was too I had a different idea in mind for how this phrase would begin, and it's still programmed in the way that allowed for the phrase to be kind of gently beginning instead of having this like point where everything kind of arrives. You can hear it. Like the attack on that note is very, and I could go back, I could go into an attack, but I don't think I want it to be that way. I kind of want to preserve that. I kind of want to preserve that, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Except for the, oops. Except for that here we can just mimic this. Cool. And then your... Ah! I don't want it up there. Oh no. Your stuff. Let's just grab these points. Put this file into here. Oh, that's cute. That's also very cute. Look at that. Whew. Look at that dynamic cliff. That's sounding pretty good. Let's see how it sounds in context, though. I don't need you, please. I also just want to say that the piano in Reverie is so great around 236. Yeah, it's I like that part. Can't remember who I had something kind of similar there, but somebody else suggested that exact melody. What is it? Something like that. Something, yeah. That's the little. That's from Discover Hope. Yes. And then that second half, having it continue. Yeah. Actually, where's the... Hi, Trash Truck. How are you? Archive. Scores. Where's Reverie? Hopefully it's okay for me to have this on stream. Where is it? Should be right here. Yeah. Yep. It's nice. I like the chords there. Hey, Flip! Try to work on my sound for some Halo things because I've been working on some Halo animations. Here are my tips for sounding Halo. Number one, and I say this all the time, and it's probably cliched, but I just can't emphasize enough. Dorian mode. Because where Halo gets good is right here. Where's my keyboard? Show my keyboard cam. Keyboard cam, please. Yeah. Right here. This chord is like, it's everything in Halo, right? Like, there it is right there. It almost sounds like the other thing that I think is really important in Halo is to not overscore it. Like if you're in like an action sequence, like my instinct is always to, like That's not, no, 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 you can't do that. It's gotta just kind of groove in the background. It's kind of just gotta, be really detached from everything. And you can't overscore it. Anyway, those are my Halo tips. Also, of course, the right instrumental palette at the right time. Knowing when to use strings and choir and all that other stuff. So, all right, let's listen to what we have so far today. I think this needs to have a little bit longer to sort of marinate before the Celeste comes in, but we'll fix that later. Yeah, it's about, it's about like so much of the sound was defined by limitation, I think. Early on when they're working on Halo 1, they don't have the budget to do a giant Hans Zimmer sized orchestra, and the music they wrote is because Marty and Mike are such wonderful musicians. They wrote music that works with smaller ensembles and that works in that more limited setting. And it's really easy for someone like me to come in and screw it up by trying to do too much, because now they have much bigger budgets, right? And they can do all this cool stuff. Anyway, and you just got to not overscore it and not overdo it, and just really sit back and give yourself some. What is this? Oh, anyway. All right, that's sounding really good. We only have like a minute 45. We're at a minute 45. We started at 11, so we've done like 90 seconds of music today. That's pretty good. Where are we gonna go after this though? So this is so loud. Why are you so loud? Because you go to double. That's why. Now let's put in a nice little rit there. Yeah, I feel like music, and we aren't super limited as much as they were, and that also plays into overscoring. Like, I hold myself back from using the French horn in everything. Right, yeah, exactly. Or like 10 French horns, right? Like, JXL has a 12 horns patch, which is super cool. It's like there's nothing wrong with the 12 horns patch intrinsically, but you probably shouldn't use a 12 horn patch in Halo, like, because there's not a single thing in Halo that has 12 horns in it. Not a single thing. If I should qualify that, if you are trying to sound like, if you're trying to really be in that aesthetic of Halo, of the sort of original Halo sound, 12 horns is not going to work. 12 horns probably works really, really well in other Halo settings where you're allowed to depart a little bit from that, and there's nothing wrong with that. That was a little aggressive. Actually, I think it could be just a little bit more. Try 45. Let's split the difference. And that was really something when I was working on Discover Hope, my first take on Discover Hope was just hopelessly overscored. Just hopeless. I mean, I think the whole thing was based on, let's see. Hey, wait, where's my... It was like Someday after Infinite comes out, I'll put it on stream. I'll play my first attempt at Discover Hope. It's not bad. Like the music is good. I think I was happy, proud of of what I turned in for it. But it was it was all just really huge and epic, and it doesn't need to be that. It needs to be restrained. And all this cool thing though. One of the things I did was they had asked me, hey, so just so that we can like make sure you're not like a crazy person, would you score this without using any of the Halo music? Not because they wanted a version without the like themes in it, without, but they wanted to see like what would you do if you could have your own theme in it, and that was my main theme for that trailer. That was like at the end. It was like a and then it went to the big logo, right? Like when he jumps out the back, that I was doing this like string thing, and then I did like right as it went to the Halo logo. And then for the like Cortana moment in the like in the little like false ending there, what did I do? It was like I went I don't know. I did all this like piano stuff. Anyway. Yeah, they were just like they just wanted to see. Well, it's just when you're working on a property like that, you know you're gonna use the Halo music, right? It's like Halo without the chant is like Star Wars without. Like you can't do Star Wars without without that, right? So, Halo without its chant wouldn't work, and so they know you're going to be using that, but they wanted like what like can you also make stuff that is compatible with that? Can you make melodic ideas that work alongside those and sort of sit next to them without sounding weird? I think, yeah. Like for example, this would sound very odd in Halo. I don't know why this sounds so weird. I think it needs to here at 34. It needs to not go back to quite the same tempo. What if we went to like 50 here? Also, I think we're gonna add choir here. Let's add the choir now. Yeah, someday I'll maybe after Infinite is out, I can share my. I'll have to ask. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I'll share my first awful, horrendously overscored version. I like to show things like that because one of the things composers get to do is we get to just present to you the final thing. You know, the thing that took hours and hours and hundreds of rewrites maybe. To you, and it's like the best version that we've been able to come up with, and it's got all the tweaks, and they've hired people and had them. Why do I have 472 drop frames? That's really bizarre. Weird. Um anyway, we get to present these things to you that are in the most perfect form that we know how to make, and I think sometimes that makes it seem like that was the first try, like that was the first that was we're just I'm just so good. This was exactly how it sounded all along, and it didn't sound like that. Um, it didn't sound like that all along. It was bad. It was overscored. I made mistakes. It required a process of feedback and revision. I mean, I think the original, for just that first trailer, right? Like I did. Let me look. I did. Um, let's see, where is it? Let's see if I can find it. Infinite. E3 2019. Um, project files. I went to draft U4, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. That's what, like 30 something drafts? Or no, it can't be 30. It's like 20 something drafts, like 24, 23 drafts, something like that, plus 4, so 27 drafts, or almost 30. Actually, probably 30 drafts by the time you add in that there's like A2, H2. I did probably 30 drafts of it by the time it was done. So there's a lot about it that was wrong, and it took time. It took feedback, and that's something that I think, as a composer, I certainly have struggled with in my entire career working on whatever is like I write something, I want it to be done, I want it to be finished, and I don't want to go back and work on it. But that skill of being able to go back and and redo it is a really important skill. Yeah, there's just a lot, and I don't I want to just encourage all sorts of different composers from all sorts of backgrounds who are wanting to get into this, that like your favorite composer, that favorite piece that you listen to, that's probably like draft 200. Like there was a lot of garbage before that, and you just because you don't slam out the perfect piece on your first try doesn't mean you should give it. Like you're gonna have to keep going. You're gonna have to keep trying. So keep it up. That's what I always tell people. Yeah, there's lots of stuff people don't hear. I've scrapped so many things for scenes. Yeah, absolutely, 100%, 100%. And that's good. That shows that you're willing to like, you know, actually work towards something really good. And that's hard to do. Why did I hear something that was in the wrong? Ever read a composer at your level of skill? Do you have some moments where you listen to music from other composers and think I could never do that? 100%, all the time. Here's I just had that feeling like literally yesterday. I was listening to it was from the most recent Destiny expansion. That one piece that everybody loves from the raid, Deep Stone Lullaby. Like how good is that? It's so good, and it's like how did you come up with that? Like how did you that string moment where they where everything goes what is it? Um what is it? I actually sat down at the piano and tried to figure it out. Uh there's that moment where the strings go da ya da da dun da dun da. It's like I would never have written that. I would never have written it. Deep Stone Lullaby. It goes like what is that first chord? Shoot. I wish I could figure it out. Just like in front of you. That'd be super cool. That'd be a cool trick for a musician to be able to do to like listen and like be able to transcribe it. Uh no, it's different than that. Anyway, it's super good. And the string writing in it is like I mean, you listen to it and you're just like. Sometimes I listen to music and I think, "There's no way you came up with that. It was like an accident, right? You just like happen to have the MIDI screw up and you're like, oh, that sounds really good, right?" Uh, but no, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure they planned it out. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. See, now I want to figure it out, though. What's the next chord? What is the next chord? What are we thinking? I gotta listen to it. I'm gonna mute myself for just a second while I listen to this. Give me just a second. This one. I think this is it. What is that note? Why can I not figure that out? Okay. Why is it wrong? That's it right there. That's it. That's it. That's it. So they do it on this like this felted piano. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. I apologize. But I'm like obsessed with this because it's so lovely. They do it on like a felted piano, so it's kind of got this sort of a feel. Um, I'm still not doing that second chord right. Anyway, it's really good. All right, I'll go back to actually looking at chat. Should I look at chat? I should look at chat. Yeah, I hate it when they come after you. Do you ever do feedback streams? I don't. I have not in the past. I actually enjoy giving feedback, but I really need to. When I do feedback, I have to write it out. I have to type it out. I just don't give very good feedback. I don't think. Just verbally. I think I'm much better at like sitting down, listening to it again, writing out some comments, listening to it again, going back through my comments, editing them. I feel like it's just a little bit more useful that way. All right, let's do this horn thing that I keep putting off. It's these chords. A flat. What are the chords? Is that what they are? Yeah. Oh no. Okay, we'll do those. Okay, let's do these on the Berlins. Should actually work. So they're faster than that. please remove that, thanks. Okay, we're gonna use this as a template for all our other horns. So let's get the dynamics right. Probably want it to crest there. Yeah, I'm not saying that like listening to something and doing like a real quick response is bad. I just personally find that it takes me a little bit longer to come up with something useful to say. This is probably not using the right... It's not, I can already tell. It's not using the right articulation. I don't remember where it's there. Come on. Alright, let's keep that as is, and let's just fill out the rest of the chords here. Yeah, I definitely think off-the-cuff feedback can be useful. I am not disagreeing with that. Okay. I don't understand why Berlin horn 2 is so much louder than horn 1, and why horn 1 does not match the volume of the other horns. Drives me up the wall. Berlin's another library I feel like that has that concert feel, especially the brass. I see a lot of like complaints that it doesn't get loud enough, or that it's not big enough, or that it's weak. Alright, Carson. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. Fun to have you around. Just the first one, please. That should match fairly closely this stuff. I like almost everything Nate Dio does. But you're right, their orchestral stuff has that, like, yeah, is a perfect way to put it. That wide rim is baked in, yeah. I also don't love in Sentry how things aren't placed in their orchestral positions by default, although sometimes that's a nice sound, so... Yeah, and they're all so expressive. I still use Adagio every once in a while, because it's so good, the strings. They're sort of depreciated string library. We'll work this transition later into 30. Mark tree will make this sound lovely here. Let's do bones with this. In fact, we can just grab the bottom. 2 horns. Oops. Whatever. Cool. Let's do chili with that. Nice big parallel fifths. Who doesn't love a parallel fifth? A little swell into it. Actually, let's do this. I think like this. I thought they fixed the panning issue. I don't know. I just know when I originally used it, I was like, oh, this sounds awesome, but it's all like, wait, dead center. I feel like when I use their shorts, I have them loaded in this template I could like check. Let's look. Anything to keep from composing. See, that's center panned. And that's fine. I mean, sometimes you want that. Sometimes you want it center panned, but I personally don't like having to fix that every time. But listen to that tone, though. It's so good. Gosh darn it, where are my key switches for you? I could have sworn Sentry was on... Oh no, it's on Hindewith, that's right. I love not knowing which server my instruments are on. Yeah, C#1. Oh, that one. It's got such a nice sound. It's so good. Okay. I think right here we're gonna be just like less tempo, like 40. Cool, and we can bring back this pedal from the beginning at this point. Yeah. I know Sentry has definitely gone through a lot of, like, refining. Do I want to go down now to, like, a G, maybe? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, A actually. Ba. So A, like G sharp. Okay, what is I? It is time for my semi-annual, every third stream complaint that I do not know what you have to do to get Logic to spell this as a G sharp, but I've not figured it out. Yes, if you set the project piece intro to something includes G sharps, it will, but I would like it to do it by default here because I'm, yeah. Maybe we could do some trumpet stuff again, like we did over here. I need the click to be correct. That's nice. Check out the modulation data. That's going to be fun to edit. Let's do the same thing. LOL. Hold on. I'm hearing something and I'm just not playing it right. We'll get it. It's gonna take a few recordings. I'm not that kind of music. Getting there. I'm just trying to decide what kind of melody we want to have under here. Awesome. I like that. Let's stay a little more diatonic. Let's have a little tempo, volume, interestingness happening here. It's a little somber. I agree. This is a little more wondery. Really, it's in 4 though. Do we want to keep the little trumpet duet going? Maybe we go like. We're also again in 4. Let's just change the time signature. I think that would. Yeah, look. Oh, look, it lines up still. What a surprise. Yeah, server's not in 4. It's not the way it's written now. You know, at 45, when I recorded the new thing, it was in 3. How silly am I? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Yeah. I actually think that I'm wrong. Oh, I see. It's here. Here's where it goes back to 3. Actually, it... I think it's actually this. Ever just not know what time signature you recorded something in? Yeah, that's it. And then this would then cut off here. Like so. Success. And then we honestly probably want to be back in 3 here. Really, it's kind of like free time. There's not really time signatures. I'm just trying to find downbeats so that it's notated properly. Not because it's ever going to get played by anybody, but because... it's important to me. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, 3, 4. Yes, that is exactly how I would like it to be. Actually, we don't need to use the tempo tool for this. We can just do it ourselves. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Maybe. Violas could also do it. So probably we don't want to do this, actually. Let's fix that, and then let's just... Here, you know what we can do, actually? Well, we can't really... Well, yeah, we can. Just gonna do that theme again, but I want to do it... Oops. I want to do it on the viola. Is that actually right? It is. You don't do this for now. I think I'm gonna have to come back and fix this later, but because it's gonna hold too long and be all static, but that's okay. Very romantic era. It's not terrible, but it's not where I want it. Yes. Okay. Let's fix the dynamics. They are close together in volume. In fact, what is the over-under that we can do this? I think it's not going to work, but let's try it. It worked in some by some definition of working. What we'll do is we'll do this. Get rid of you. Also, your this needs to go higher. Yeah, that's something nice. Hey, Shepherd Lion underscore Shepherd Lion OG. There we go. I'm really bad at Twitch names. I apologize. Hello. Nice to see you. You actually caught me kind of at the end here because I'm getting ready to wrap things up. So sorry about that, but where the other place where we got this? It was over here where we ended on E sharp A flat. Let's do that here. First, let's put it in the right time signature. Oops. Why did you stop playing music? I think we'll double this on like a reed. I like that. Except for it needs to quiet down. That's good. I like that. I do say so myself. I like that. We're gonna have you pretty much go away to almost nothing. Double it on a double reed. That's right. Let's just double all the way down. So let's do that, actually. I think a bass clarinet there would sound muy nice. What are we splitting? What do you think I should be splitting if I split that region? Probably this note and this note. Oh, look. It was. Okay, where are my reeds? Where is my doubles? I'm thinking bass clarinet because I love bass clarinet and use it far too often in my compositions. So what if we just stayed with the stuff that we know? Bass clarinet has the most haunting sound. Oh, so good. Oh no, that's a single reed though, of course. We could put it on the bassoon and then it would be a double reed. Also, we're gonna do this on remember how we loaded pianos earlier so that we could try to figure out Deep Stone Lullaby? Let's just use them here. So quiet. Little much. What we'll do is we will do two pianos. If we do two pianos, I think it'll sound nice. This Spitfire Oliver felt piano is really good for layering with other pianos. Well, there is a little harp here. That almost like could be the end of the piece. I don't think it is, but it could be. All right, I want to hear the whole thing in context, so let's take a listen. I have not seen Broadchurch, but my wife loves it. Cool. I think it's in great shape. That's a great amount of work today. So I think with that, I'm going to call it a day for streaming. It's been fun. We'll work on this, I guess, next time. Or something new, and then come back to this. One of the two. Thanks for being here. Looks like my family's home. My kid is home from school, so I'm going to go say hi to him. Thanks so much, everybody, and I will see you later.